Hey guys, this is my final video in the three-part series of underrated WrestleMania matches. Now, if you watched the end of the second video that I put up yesterday, you know that the match I'm about to say is going to get a lot of questions, but I'm going to explain myself here. The match that I'm talking about is from WrestleMania 20. No, not Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero. That was a hell of a match. No, not the triple threat match from the main event. How about Sable and Tori Wilson against Jackie Gata and Stacy Keibler? Now, before I get angry comments and I get cursed the hell out, please let me explain myself. Okay, quick story. In 2004, Sable and Tori Wilson did a joint Playboy session together. They were on the cover of Playboy magazine. You had the option of like where Sable was on the top and Tori was at the bottom, or Tori was at the top and Sable was at the bottom. So they made this storyline where Jackie Gata and Stacy Keibler were jealous and upset because they weren't picked to do the Playboy issue for WrestleMania. And basically they got a match out of it at WrestleMania. Now, this was an evening gown tag team match. And even before the match began, each woman took off their evening gown. Broad panties. Yes. No, but in all seriousness, there were some legit wrestling moves in this match. It may not have been a long match, but the one part that I remember the most was the series where they, the sunset flip, and then, the person that was pinned comes back up, and then the sunset flip, and it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the New York crowd ate that up. They really, really liked that part of the match. And it really wasn't that bad of a match. I think it gets overlooked because, well, they were promoting Playboy, and they were they're in their bra and panties, and I'm not trying to sound like a sexist pig, but I'm saying the truth here. This was a decent match. Of course, Sable and Tori Wilson got the win, but I mean, if you think about, I'll use Jackie Gata as a perfect example. 2 years prior to that match at WrestleMania, she was in perhaps one of the worst matches of all time. Her and Chris Nowinski against Bradshaw and Trish Stratus. Terrible match. And then you get to WrestleMania, she's improved, she's better, and she ends up looking pretty good in this match. And Sable and Tori and Stacy, while they haven't had as many matches as Gata did, Jackie Gata, they ended up holding their part of the bargain, their end of the deal. And I thought they did a good job in that match as well. So, the right team won, although I would have paid money for Stacy on the cover of Playboy. I still would. Stacy, if you're watching this, call me. But, with WrestleMania 20, there was just such a good event, and this match gets overlooked. And for, I think it was like an almost 5-hour show, if I remember correctly. But no, I'll be honest, I enjoyed that match. Looking back at it now, I enjoyed the match. And the commentary was good. My favorite part was Michael Cole and Taz were talking about a coin toss that took place. Because, Jerry Lawler back in the time. Ooh, JR, puppies! Ooh, let me see. And, Cole was like, Taz, thanks for winning the coin toss. I wish they had done an angle out of that. That would have been hilarious. But all in all, to defend myself, if you watch it, it's not that bad of a match. It really isn't that bad. I mean, I hate to say it, but the 2 tag team title matches were probably the worst matches at WrestleMania that year. How sad is that? So that's going to do it for my underrated WrestleMania matches. Tune in the rest of this week. Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show. People who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame, plus reviews of a lot of stuff. and my retro review coming up at the end of WrestleMania week.